Hello children, myself Priyadarshini here, and today I am going to discuss about some of the key points of how one can write a letter and what are the main things that you need to keep in mind, that you need to follow while writing letters. In ICSC, we have basically two types of letters. One is our formal letter and the other is our informal letter. Now, what do we mean by formal letters? Formal letters are business letters where we are addressing a chairman, we are addressing a chief minister, we are addressing a principal of a different school and so on. So there is a particular way of addressing, there's a particular way of writing, and there are some essential, you can say pointers to draw the format of a formal letter. Initially beginning with it, you have to keep in mind that if you are attempting a formal letter, on the very first, onto your left hand side, you need to give your personal address, which can be of 2, 3 or 4 lines. You leave a line after having given the personal address. You give today's date, like the very day you are writing the letter. After having written the date, and mind it children, you have to give the exact date, the name of the month along with the name of the year that you are writing. For say, if it is 12th May 2022, so you have to write it in this way. 12th May 2022. After having written the date, you will leave a line, go to the next, and you will write the recipient address. In a formal letter, it's very important to write to the person you are sending to. So you have to know to whom you are sending the letter. So that is the recipient address. Be it a principal, be it a chief minister, be it a police commissioner, whoever it is, you have to write the recipient address same of 3 lines. It should be of 3 lines with a proper pin code. You should have a proper pin code. Until and unless there's a pin code, a valid pin code, the letter is not going to reach that person. So you have to be very careful of that. After having written the recipient address, you leave a line, go to the next, and you give the salutation. Salutation means like sir, give a comma, or madam, give a comma. After having done with the salutation part, you straight away go on to introduction, main body, and later the conclusion. When it comes to introduction, you are going to write what the topic is concentrating on. You can also club in, you can also add in the points of the main body in the same introduction para, or you can make it into a separate one. In the body children, you have to be very, very precise as to what the letter demands. You cannot write your heart out there. Remember, it's not a friendly letter. It's a business letter and you have to write it in a very professional manner. There shouldn't be any touch of friendliness. No, you're not writing to a dear person. You are writing to someone who is unknown to you. Therefore, you will just point out the main points that is required. That can be in 1 paragraph, it can be in 2. That's all your choice. And last will be a proper conclusion where you have to end it in a very business-like manner. After having completed the conclusion, The next thing which is important to remember is the subscription part. When it comes to subscription, you have to write thanking you, which is very important. If you miss that, your marks is also going to be reduced. Thanking you, where T has to be capital and Y has to be small. And next line will be yours faithfully, where Y will be capital, F is going to be small. So yours faithfully, a comma. Move to the next line, your name and your surname. That's all for a formal letter. If you are attempting an informal letter, which is the student's choice, which mostly the children go for they find it easy to attempt. If you're going for a friendly letter or an informal letter, you have to do the same thing as what you have done in a formal one, but with certain changes. So what it is all about? First, you will give the personal address of 2 lines, 3 lines or 4 lines. That's all your choice. You leave a line, you give the date, the same date as you would be giving on the same day you are writing. Leave a line after having written the date, you leave a line, go to the next, and you give the salutation. Dear, you give the name of your friend. If he or she is like a relation, uncle, aunt, grandmother, grandfather, father, mother, whoever it is, you will write dear father, dear mother, dear Poshani, whatever, comma. After having completed with the salutation part, go to the introduction. Introduction, again, body, conclusion. Introduction in a very brief manner you write. Go to the body. Body you can, write your heart out. You can write anything you want. It's better if you do the same in 2-3 paragraphs. And after having done with the main body, you move on to the conclusion part. Conclusion is again what you want to write, what you want to convey. You want to tender your regards to the seniors, your love to your juniors, whatever. After having completed with conclusion, move on to the subscription part, everything in the left hand side. Subscription, you have to write yours lovingly, again Y capital, L small, comma. After yours lovingly, give a comma. Next line, only your name, no surname, only the name. Therefore, in a formal letter, you have to make sure that you write your name as well as your surname, and in a formal letter, you will only write your name, no surname required. Thank you.